Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. We're from Columbus, Ohio.
This is Harper.
What's up?
And Finn.
Our daughter Harper, who is going to return 10 years old, she's just started 4th grade. And then our son Finn, who just started 2nd grade, is now 7, getting ready to turn 8.
We love each other very much, yes.
Harper is a sweet soul. She's just a really good big sister and very caring and sweet. Finn is definitely goofy, likes to make everybody laugh. He's into Jaws and sharks right now.
And dinosaurs.
Obsessed, yes.
He likes to make up his own stories and be creative and kind of do his own thing, and which is very good for him. So
We had actually just moved into this house in 2018. It's typical childhood, nothing out of the ordinary. There were a couple of months where he was having fatigue and leg pain. You know, you just knew something was off, but you just didn't know what it was. That was like the fall of 2019. Him and his sister were goofing off one night and he fell and he kept complaining of right-sided abdominal pain. And then the fever showed up. I instantly was thinking appendix. So made an appointment with his pediatrician, got in to see him on a Wednesday, and you know, he was just like, he doesn't really look too great. He's like, we'll draw some labs and do an x-ray, go home, I'll call you. The pediatrician had called and said, counts are critically low. You have to take him to the ER.
you think that's probably nothing. It's something they'll find easy, or then you think the worst, and it's just all those thoughts, it's your little boy. And that was just a day you always will never forget.
They did test after test for 2 days. So it was on Friday that they were like, we need to do a bone marrow aspiration. That's the last test we could possibly do to maybe rule out leukemia. And sure enough, that's how he was diagnosed. Finn was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia in January of 2020. It's a cancer of the blood. We were at the hospital every single week, sometimes multiple days a week. Even though you didn't know what to expect and you were worried and nervous, he did fairly well. Other than losing his hair at one point in treatment and looking really pale, you would have not known that he was a kid undergoing high doses of chemotherapy. And when you go through the trauma of a diagnosis like this, it definitely changes you as a person.
We're different. We're just different. Yeah.
During treatment, there's a concoction of meds that they have to get at specific times throughout treatment. One of the medications is called Erwinaze. He actually was at the time where he was supposed to be getting the Erwinaze, and we were told, we just don't have it. It does negatively affect relapse if you're not getting all the doses of it. Just one of the many nights I stayed up researching about ALL. I just happened to stumble across Angels for Change, and I read Laura's story because she had her story on there, what happened with her daughter. I had messaged her late at night one night. Next thing I know, I wake up the next morning and I have a message back from her. And then I think it was the next day, because I feel like it only took 2 days, and she's like, we have all the vials Finn needs. At
first it kind of felt like, oh no, here's another roadblock, another challenge. And, I just pray at night and just hope we find a solution. And then along came Laura, and just, it was meant to happen that way. I'm always truly a believer in that.
Hey, you should go ring the bell for him.
Silly. So we found out Finn was in remission in June of 2020, and just like a weight lifted off of your shoulders. Yes. Even though you still knew you had to finish treatment and still go through the next couple of years.
It's a feeling of a first step of getting back to a little bit of normalcy. I think Angels for Change gave us hope, knowing that Finn got everything he needed for his treatment. They helped us do everything we could for him. And we couldn't have done it without them.
What was your story about?
It was about a dinosaur named Jurassic, and he went into Papa John's, but he was the polite dinosaur.
It's a good way for brother and sister to bond and do something together. And
Yeah.
Harper's musical and likes writing stories,
Artsy.
and obviously Finn's very creative and goofy, so it's
Yeah.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
He's a brown T-Rex named Jurassic. What a classic. His name was Jurassic. All I wanted was one big slice. I think I got most of it, so I'm gonna send Ari the lyrics and we're gonna run through it. My name's Nikki Lane and I'm a country singer from Nashville, Tennessee. We're here at the A&R Music Bar in Columbus, Ohio. We're in the middle of my 3-week tour celebrating my new record. Songs can be created from a sound that someone makes to a word that someone says that's funny. I think being challenged by a children's imagination, it's my job to kind of encompass like their big idea and make it something that they might remember and sing along to later on. So I tried to pick the things that I thought were the silliest moments of their story, like pineapple pepperoni pizza, which is too many P's and too many syllables to ever be a course, but gave me a funny base to work off of. Once you add the band in, like that opens things up even more, and then I feel like we got something really good. I hope that later in life, those kids are talking about some aspect of this moment as a first show, or maybe it'll become the family staple.
I hope my song rocks.
So Finn, I'd like to play the song for you that I wrote based on the story that you and your sister sent me. I think it's really good. So for the first time ever live on stage with my band back here, I'd like to play for you the song that you guys wrote, Pineapple Pepperoni Pizza.
I thought it was awesome. I have it stuck in my head now. This experience was fun and cool, and now we just have a great memory with the book and now the song, and I think we'll be singing it for a while.
I've learned through my own vulnerability how much my struggles are parallel to other people's. In sharing my own music, I found that I can help people through the things that I thought were unbearable at times. And the joy of that moment, this time represents for them a time to be able to take a sigh of relief, a time where they could let loose and be silly and look forward to the future.
We get pepperoni pizza now.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some pepperoni pizza. With pineapple.